patient is prescribed paracetamol 0.75 grams every 8 hours. So let's just understand what's here. This is the patient being prescribed 0.75 grams of paracetamol. So this is actually what we want to give to the patient. Every 8 hours. We'll check later if we need to do any breaking down here, but let's just think about what that means. Every 8 hours. A day has a total of how many hours? 24 hours. Every 8 hours. How many lots of 8 hours do we have in 24 hours? 3 8s are 24. So that means it's 3 times a day. So this drug is going to be given 3 times a day or every 8 hours. We'll just leave that information there and we'll read on. 500 milligrams scored tablets are available. If this is what is available, this is what we have in stock. And when they say 500 milligram tablets, it means that each one tablet contains 500 milligrams of the drug, or 500 milligrams per one tablet. So you see, this time that one was not explicit. We need to interpret it by reading the problem. So this is again a problem we can solve with the ratio box method, because we have this ratio, which is the 500 milligrams per one tablet, or one tablet contains 500 milligrams, and we have the quantity to be given that matches one of the, oh, does it really? This is grams, what we want to give, and this is milligram. They don't match 100% just yet, but we know that grams and milligrams can be easily converted into each other. So we could even get the box started, but we certainly want to then change one of them into the other. What's easier to do? Change grams into milligrams or milligrams into grams? Usually easier for most people to do grams, the bigger unit, into milligrams, because we know we have grams, milligrams, and then micrograms. So here, if we want to change that 0.75 grams into milligrams, we just have to multiply by 10, 100, 1000, or our point will go 1, 2, 3 decimal places to the right. So 0.75, we say 1, 2, 3 places to the right, or multiply by 10, 100, 1000. That made room for one extra zero, and our final answer then, our final measurement will be in milligrams. That zero here doesn't need to be there, so final 750 milligrams. So I can even change that right there, so I don't get confused with that. 750 milligrams is exactly the same as the original 0.75 grams. Now we are ready to start drawing the box. What goes in? The have, every time, because we need two quantities. So you could even put the 500 at the top if you wanted. 500 milligrams with one tablet. That's the proportion, the original one, the given ratio. And then we need to place that 750 milligrams. Top or bottom? Must be on top, because I placed the milligrams on the top. So we could do some calculation here, or mental calc first, thinking 500 goes up, so we are multiplying 500 by a number greater than 1, not by 2, so it doesn't double, because 2 times 500 would have been 1000 milligrams, so it's less than 2. It could be actually a half. Let's see, 1 times 500 is 500, half of 500 is 250. 500 plus 250 Yes, 750. So that means this one tablet here would need to be multiplied by 1.5 as well. So this is our mental calculation in the background, but we'll always do our full calculation to get the exact answer. So look for the main diagonal. It has to be the one that has the two numbers, the two quantities, and we write down 1 times 750, and the third quantity divides that. Division or fraction line is the same thing as we do our written works. So what we have here, 1 times 750 is easy to do. It's exactly the same 750. And then we can simplify. That 750 can be divided by 10, and so can the 500. Basically, just cross off. 1 0 on the top, 1 0 on the bottom. And then we have 75 divided by 50. So you can do this using a calculator, simply pushing the button, 75 divided by 50, or you can think, how many 50s go into 75? Only one. 150 into 75 leaves us with 25, and the bottom of the fraction stays the same. 25 out of 50, well, we could divide both by 25 if you haven't seen that what fraction it is anyway. So 25 goes into 25. Well, first let's keep that whole one. 25 divided by 25 is 1. 25 goes into 50 twice, 1.5, which is convenient to leave as a fraction because our answer, the question mark, needs to match with tablets. So 1.5 tablets. Let's read the question. How many tablets are required for each dose? 1.5. So do we need to worry about those every 8 hours? No, because the question is only asking for each dose, so 1.5 tablets. If we had to give the quantity for a whole day, then we would need to say we need to give 3 lots of that quantity. But for now, because the question only asks for each dose, we say 1.5 tablets.